Good evening, all world people. It gives me great pleasure in meeting you back again in yet another video. And in this session, I would like to share some of my thoughts that came out of the knowledge that I've gained through the universe research topic posted in rmoonlife.com. So the perspective here is again I'm going to take how scientific uh, you know discovery or an invention came into place in its time, and trying to observe the nature of that in in an attempt to have a kind of cumulative knowledge of human society over a period of time that could help us a knowledge in the times that we are in currently, where marvelous iterations of inventions are consistently being done by many researchers around the globe, and this would mean a lot in this timeline specifically. So the point I'm trying to say here is that, let's say Newton in his discovery of gravity, or his law, the first, second, and the third law of forces, and general Newton law. Let me. He would have taken inference. Right? He would have taken inference from his experience that he is having in his life, right? The experience that he is currently having in his life. So let's say he is handling an object of quite the weight, a ball made of iron, and while holding it or while keeping it down, he would have felt the interaction in his hand, the interaction when placing the object on a desk or on the floor, the interaction over there. You could feel that the integrity of the object, of being one, is playing a huge role in its interaction with its surrounding. Let's say if he's taken a similar object which was like a ball of sand, and if he had done the same thing, he wouldn't have had the same integrity of that object. And this feeling when holding that material and its interaction with you is even more pronounced in these days, and it's quite easy for us to relate, like when we do interact with the touch screen, or we interact with multiple types of materials that are produced in the industry, for instance carbon fiber, or general wood texture. You know how, but in those times, those were there wasn't such technical marvels in place, but indeed they were experiencing the life in this sort of a pace, and when interacting, and the feeling that he might have had is something like this object. There are multiple elements coming together to make this object. We cannot call this as by weight. We can only call it by mass, as the way it's made up makes a lot to do with how it behaves in the environment. This ideology, right, when it got translated into science, that's when you see the law is being applied, right? The inertia, object staying in state of rest or continuous in movement, it's completely relevant to the body's mass and its current acceleration and all sorts of elements like that, right? Like when that expanded, it was very much in coherence with the timeline of that age, where the entire world was transforming from a time place where disputes were made between countries for land. Now they were looking at a possibility of expanding into colonization, where they were at the brink and the awake stage of the state of the opening towards the colonial age, where they were making travels to newer places, and machineries were becoming a norm, and people were trying to automate using machineries, and they were trying to make life easier through engineering, and this was the start of the age, and even spread of knowledge, right, like through books, was just starting off in that age, and the understanding of material and the spread of knowledge was so key in that period of time, that knowledge he got from the nature connected so well with the time, which is exactly is the nature of how science generally exists. So the birth and its utilization in human society, this is the life cycle of science. And if you see in the current time, right, like in the current timeline, we are going through a similar cycle where whatever experiences that are with us, when we are trying to generalize it into some sort of a terminology, and that being useful to many people, this is what is nature of science. And acknowledging this factor, helps in understanding how science has evolved over a period of time, in turn equipping us in a better way, so that this understanding would help us know the pattern in which science behaves, and we could better use our potential in driving the human society. The reason becomes even more important in this point of time, where the expansive nature of human knowledge is all over the place. People are connected, and we have every knowledge that a person could gain at this point of time, and the space that is required for all this is going to require to be transcended into a proper scientific methodology, where we try placing ourselves in another planet. And for that, it wouldn't be a simple task of using the conventions that we already have with us, and go ahead and try creating a living condition on another planet. For that, we would need to go into the fundamentals of our existence in this planet itself. Our existence in this planet is very much rooted in the way of science, and science has been a huge player in the human society's survival on this planet, and the betterment of human knowledge and the usage of human knowledge to the betterment of life in general. Science has played a huge role, and that is very much true to any livelihood that we are trying to create in our planet. But if we are to create a livelihood on another planet, it is very important to understand what is the fundamental behind science that is driving us to such great extents. So understanding that fundamental would help us perform better on the platform above it, which is science. And so the overall summary of this entire video is that what we are trying to say here is that we really need to understand how an experience of an individual in his sense uh, is being generalized into into a formula. So this experience being generalized, right? This cycle is the acknowledgement of this cycle is very important, and that is how science functions. And when I say acknowledging this factor is to like truly look very closely at the factors what are causing the experience that the person is having, and the aspects to the details in which each of the experiences are, and how the importance of this experience, the space required for a person to have this experience, and the space for the person to share this experience in an open forum where it's like rationally accepted to truly digest it, and to have a, a platform for discussion is very important. And this is like is not being a possibility in the current world scenario is what I personally feel. The reason being is that there is too much focus on the correctness of the solution offered from the experience, but the whole sense of the correctness came into place because we wanted the knowledge to expand in a connective way that it made sense. But right now we are in a place where our knowledge, we have quite the knowledge base where connecting all the dots plays even more an important role, as I said, so that all these connections as accumulation can transcend this knowledge into another level. But that wouldn't happen if we don't have this space of connecting with each other. Like when I said like how the socio-economic situation of Newton's period was and what was happening in that period, and how that it related to what he was doing, all these plays a huge role. Like we would be talking about how this hive mentality, right? Like we sense like the moment some technology is being introduced in one place, a similar kind of complementing or like a duplicate technology is like created in another end, and people are like expecting such a solution on another end of the planet, which no one taught to each other to ask all these questions, right? But eventually we come to that space, and these hive-minded scenarios needs to be looked at in a very closer way, so that all this would be true knowledge in like truly helping us in creating a living condition on another planet. And this is Livin, assistant researcher from Hormone Life Research Center and Foundation in India. Thank you for the opportunity. I hope to connect back with you on another topic pretty soon. Thank you.